Coming back with another video. Coming back with another one. It's some women, as I said in my previous video, it's a woman out here that men should avoid. But sometimes we step out there and put our nuts on the crap table. You know, some of the men out there do that in the world. They put their nuts on the crap table. Sometimes they hit a good lick. Sometimes they crap out. It's just all a gamble, man. All a gamble. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you still gotta be wise and smart about your decisions. But lust and temptation is a powerful tool. Powerful tools. And we sometimes fall into that temptation. And after that fall, here comes the consequences that we hate so mightily and complain about day to day. But the woman in this picture, she's fair, as far as her beauty is fair. Somewhat attractive, more attractive than the last video I did of the other black female that committed murder on her child. This one in the photo also committed murder on a child. I believe her child was 5. Neglected her child, and her child starved to death. And as I look into this female's eyes, once again I see nothing. I see a heartless, empty being on the inside, but attractive. Anytime a person can commit any kind of evil on a child that results in death, the person is not all the way right upstairs, and they're void of something. And that would be a heart. You know, most black females don't want to hear it, about the negativity that lingers within them. How that spirit can dismantle or break down and destroy a household. They don't understand that concept because selfishness takes over. Selfishness can take over pretty much anyone if it let it get the best of you. These women would destroy a household. And the sad part about it, they don't really see, maybe they do see, how the system that they take advantage of can destroy a family. Meaning if you're selfish, man, you'll omit all of that shit and won't even see it, wouldn't even give a fuck, long as you're pleasing yourself. Selfishness. That's why some of us don't want to accept blame or the responsibilities of your own failures, your own evil actions. Selfishness. You try to tell a black woman, man, like, look, You're raising killers and drug dealers and murderers. I'm not saying that all of you do that. Raise your sons to be a nothing, a good nothing, a killer. Teaching him the same disease that you have. But most of you women will get offended. Will get offended by that or be offended by that. But it's not all of you women that destroy a household. It's some of you. Then you have this false sisterhood, like there's a unity front among the black women when it's not. Out here fucking each other men, backstabbing, infiltrating, just to sleep with you. Like I said, sleeping with each other men. You want each other's men. Wearing another woman's DNA on top of your head. Not doing business with each other. And the main thing that you all love the most is hair products. But yet you won't sell it amongst yourselves and make the money. But when it comes to putting your dirty laundry before the people, then you want to claim this sisterhood when it doesn't exist among you. The wrong woman would destroy a household, man. Everything could be going lovely. Everything could be not quite all the way in harmony, but it can be peaceful. If it's not peaceful, it's already doomed from the beginning. A woman will show you how crazy she is by the actions, by the way that she behaves. But you want to hold on to it. Try to hold on to it. And it may end up costing you your child's life dealing with these women. You gotta really pay attention to how these women move. That's the way she looked, kind of. I wouldn't want to deal with her either. You know what I'm saying? Even though she got natural hair, seemed like got the little locks going and flowing through her hair. But just another killer. Just another killer in this trap hood. This trap neighborhood. These trap queens is raising these boys up. These are the kind of women that men should avoid at all costs. But as I said before, we sometimes put our nuts on the crap table. Then when we crap out, we got the long face. Black women don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit, that they are responsible for the ills and wills, or the ills that's going on inside this trap neighborhood. You are the head of the household, man. Come on now. Y'all gotta be real, gotta be honest about it. If you're bragging about being the backbone to this so-called black community, then you gotta accept the the evil that's going on inside of it. Because you were the backbone of it, you were the head of it. You was placed there, not on your own will, not on your own accord, but you was put there through another being. You were put there. And this is what you do. This is your actions. This is what you created through the help of him. Your oppressor, your father. The same one that sold you and breaded you and fucked you whenever he felt like it. You know what I'm saying? And now he's giving you the power to oppress the very man that's supposed to be protecting you from him. Just look at her. She looked like the kind of female that would enjoy oppressing the so-called decent black man. Get an enjoyment out of that. Want to see you suffer. She want to see you hurt. Then she see you happy, and you're not all stressed out behind her bullshit and lies and wickedness. Then she's going to take out what you love the most, and that's your child. Got different men all around your child, giving head around your child. And your child seeing all of this, man. Even will let another man molest your child if you ain't watching, if you ain't paying attention to this kind of woman. Sometimes you gotta threaten this kind of woman if you want to stay in this situation. A woman like that, you gotta threaten her, you gotta whoop her ass, you gotta beat the bitch down. And I'm not condoning violence. I'm not telling any men to go out there and beat up women. I'm not saying that. I'm describing this bitch here and what it is. She's a child killer. Women like this, you got to beat their ass. Shit. There's a video on Facebook right now that went viral. They try to say a man. Well, he was on film beating the female up. They try to say that was his baby mom, which I don't know. I don't know them two people personally, but he's on film beating her down while she's pregnant. I don't know why he did it, but looking at it on TV, it looks very bad. You know what I'm saying? It looks fucked up, to be honest. When I saw it, I was like, damn, man, you really did that shit? I felt bad for the female. He was punching her, kicking her. She was already on a crutch. Man, you just walked into the restaurant, man, and start beating the chick down. So I'm like, what the fuck did she do to cause the man to lose his cool like that? To walk in the store and just beat you down like you nothing. A stranger on the street. What did that chick do to get that beat down? That's what they trying to avoid, try to justify, and say, well, he's a bitch nigga. Straight off the top, just man. Man, they call this man all kinds of shit, not even knowing the background of the history behind this couple. Like I said, most of you bitches need a beat down like that to beat you down back into reality. That's what the oppressor don't want, man. He don't want us putting our hands on you. You know, you'll get some act right. Look at her. The type of chick that don't want no black man to be the head over her. She would rather have the government to be the head so she can be free to do whatever she wants and oppress that black man. They got it all over the media, this man beating his woman down, saying she was this month pregnant and she's pregnant and he's beating her down. I've seen cops do worse than that. Cops beating down pregnant women. Where is that posted at? Made the man look like a savage. If you're making that man look like a savage, then you trying to paint me as a savage too. But I'm looking at a savage right here that raised savages. This is a savage. Anytime you starve your child to death for whatever what reason, because you didn't care, then you were selfish. Didn't care. I'm not supposed to trust you around my child. Then if I'm not watching you carefully and watching your steps, you might just murder my child.